Thanks for joining us. I'm Paula Ebben with a WBZ News update. Our top stories this Friday. There was a frightening scene in a New Hampshire backyard. A small plane crashed just yards from a Londonderry home. Now, the pilot sustained some serious injuries, but is also being credited with bringing the plane down and not injuring anyone on the ground. He took off about 7:30 this morning and then immediately made an emergency call to airport control. Crews got ready for the landing, but 3 minutes later, the pilot landed the small plane in the backyard. He was the only person on board. The main concern now, the 250 gallons of jet fuel that plane was carrying. A hazmat team is working to figure out how to clean it up. WBZ has learned it was fentanyl, which was found in a Saugus school and in more than one spot. Roxanne Plaskin, a teacher at Saugus Middle High School, was arraigned today on drug possession charges. The prosecutor says fentanyl was found in her classroom and a teacher's bathroom right after she'd used it. Plaskin told police she takes fentanyl for pain. Her lawyer says she is in treatment now and will continue with that. Progress is taking a step backwards in Newton. During contract negotiations yesterday between the Teachers Association and the school committee, it was a day of rising frustrations as contract talks broke down. Both sides had made some headway on a proposal for 60 days paid parental leave, but the union says the school committee suddenly pulled back. The union has now accrued a fine of $375,000 for continuing to strike. A judge has been called to help find another way to try to end the strike, since fines are not deterring the union. Let's get a check on the rainy weekend forecast and the possibility for snow with meteorologist Jason Mikell.
Paula, we're back in it again. Almost a carbon and copy forecast from yesterday to today and likely for tomorrow as well, namely in the form of a lot of cloud cover. We had some early showers that moved through, as I was talking about a little bit earlier on the show. We're still dealing with some pesky showers moving through the region right now. And as we look even further towards the end of the day, we're still going to be working in some few stragglers along with some drier air. So just expect some pockets of some activity moving through the region for the rest of our Friday. Current wind speeds are pulling in off the ocean now. A little bit of a cooler wind speed coming in, roughly at 5 to 10 miles per hour. A little bit more breezy, as you can see here in the Boston area, roughly around 10 to 15 miles per hour. An absolutely unprecedented amount of fog across the region this morning. Even into the early afternoon, we're still going to be dealing with a lot of fog across the area. We are lofting a lot of moisture kind of intermittently in the midst of a lot of these showers, even some of the cloud cover. And as far as our rain chances are concerned, within the next 24 to 36 hours, a slight increase overnight tonight, and then we'll settle things back down once we get rather deeply into the day for us on Saturday. Current temperatures, again, in the upper 30s and low 40s. They have not moved much at all since we said hello to our Friday. Past sunset for this evening, we're likely going to see temperatures hang out in the mid to upper 30s along the South Shore from Boston all the way out to the Cape and the islands, but a little bit cooler, as you can see, back towards Bedford. Almost a 5 to 10 degree difference you can see between Nashua and also Boston. High temperatures on Saturday. We start to rebound in those areas where we're expecting sort of that flash freeze. But look at this, from Boston area south, where we started out the day on Friday, where we will end the day on Friday, where we will start the day on Saturday is how we'll end the day on Saturday. So again, we're not growing so much and we're not losing so much. So our weather headlines, we're going to start out with talking about the rain here, some icy spots again because of that flash freeze north and west. Another storm potential. We're going to watch this very, very closely over the next 24 hours as we're going to complete the weekend with a rain snow mix. And by the time we get to Monday morning, we're talking about widespread snow showers across the region. So again, both of those are going to be on the table. Let's get right into the mix of it right now. As you can see, this system moving northbound into the area, tracing along the Atlantic seaboard. Does it seem like it looks familiar? That's because it does. For the past 2 to 3 weeks, we've been seeing an epic system of a parallel coming right along the Atlantic seaboard, drawing moisture in from the Atlantic and bringing cold air in from the north and west out of Canada. This cold air, though, is going to put down significant snowfall because of the Great Lakes. They have not cooled all too much. So, you know, normally Buffalo gets a lot of lake effect snow. That's going to happen for them. But we're also going to bring in from Lake Ontario a lot of snow showers that will traverse off New York, right into New Hampshire, as well as Vermont, and straight into the Commonwealth. Once we get into Monday morning, again, we're still going to be dealing with snow showers, and that'll continue throughout the afternoon before the system fully pulls away in Monday evening. So that is going to be a very, very very rocky start to our next week, with temperatures expected by Monday night into Tuesday going back into the teens. Feels like temperatures will be in the single digits. In some areas, speaking specifically about Worcester, it could be in the negatives waking up on Tuesday morning and certainly by Wednesday morning. So we stay in the low 30s on Tuesday, roughly around the freezing mark. But again, sunshine returns, partly cloudy both Wednesday and Thursday, mid 30s for highs, around 20 for lows. Paula?
All right, Jason, thanks so much. Enjoy the weekend. I'm Paula Ebben. This has been a WBZ News Update.